Okay, if you're actually interested and want to continue on this journey with me, informative journey with me, then kudos to you. Um, the first video I posted addressed the SOFA agreement, and it's honestly it's a very rough and gross summary of it. But I'm not gonna bombard people. You can go out there, Google, research, Google. It'll tell you everything. It might not tell you every portion of the sofa, but in a nutshell, it does. So, um, I'm going to address something that's also very important, which is command sponsorship. Now, a lot of you are scratching your heads like, well, what's this command sponsorship? Command sponsorship is pretty much paperwork, and it's a process that essentially allows you, a service member, to claim. It allows service members to claim their spouse and kids if they haven't, spouse or children or dependents as dependents. And the benefit from this is first and foremost, to a certain number. It's not infinite. You have a lot of kids and a wife, or vice husband, whatever how you work it out. To a certain extent, you do get an increase in, it's called a cost of living allowance, which is, in military terms, military will say COLA, like at least in the Army, I know we say COLA. So COLA, cost of living allowance. So um, once you complete this process, essentially what happens is you get a bump in your pay to compensate for the fact that you have an extra mouth to feed. So this is in addition to the food allowance that you're afforded as a U.S. soldier. So it's definitely important. So it definitely helps offset the cost of having a dependence. Um, it offsets the cost of having dependents while serving in the army. It's a very, very important benefit. But in addition to that, moving on from the COLA, in addition to this, command sponsorship affords it affords service members to get housing at the Army's expense, as it currently stands. It allows you as a service member or your spouse who's a service member to move into military housing. And typically, yeah, I can honestly say from my experience, it's not a bad deal. People are like, oh, well, yeah, that's great. But it's definitely an awesome benefit because military housing, generally, most places I've been, if it's not good, it's going to get renovated. So definitely enough space and accommodations to accommodate average size family. So there's no issue there. So it's a win-win situation. So you get a cost of living allowance, and then you're able to have access to acquire military housing, which doesn't cost the soldier extra money. So with the command sponsorship, the two big ones, the two heavy hitters are COLA, getting COLA, and then housing, which typically as you'll see within this video, within the context of a heterosexual couple, um, this typically across the board, no problem. So it's kind of like it's a benefit out there for military families, the Army taking care of families. So pretty much this is my spiel on the command sponsorship. Peep the next video so I can draw the connection.